So, do you hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning to good afternoon to everybody. First, I would like to thank to the organizers for the invitation to present the Ministry of Defense Information Center at this prestigious forum. I would like to congratulate the organizers and all of you for bringing together representatives of institutions, business, and civil society, giving them the opportunity to look for solutions to one of the biggest challenges of our time: the fight against misinformation and the damage it causes to the state, institutions and society, and every single persons are very hard and visible, and that's why we need a clear efforts to make these damages a little bit, how can I say, a little bit not so visible and not so hard. So my name is Georgi Georgiev, and I hold a PhD in political science with my dissertation focusing on populism and nationalism in Southeastern Europe. Now I'm proud to serve as the Director of the Information Center to the Ministry of Defense. Today, we will address a pressing and complex issue: how to build a resilience in public administrations and society. As many of you are aware, disinformation is not simply misleading news or conspiracy theories. It is a deliberate strategy aimed to weakening democratic institutions, manipulating public opinion, and fostering distrust within society. Disinformation is pervasive, but many of us here may wonder why it finds such fertile ground in our country. In my opinion, it's historical distrust of the Bulgarian institutions rooted in our history in the Ottoman period, and was reinforced by the decades of communist rule. That has fostered an antagonistic relationships between citizens and their state. The tradition of mistrust of the citizens to their own state obliged the institution now to take a strategic effort to counter disinformation. I dare to say the military are and have considerable potential to build public trust, because in many sociological information showed that in Bulgaria, the Army, the Ministry of Defense, it's the institution, one of the institutions which have respect of the people and trust of the society. Let's look at an example that demonstrates the proactive role that public institutions can play in combating disinformation. That is the Bulgarian Ministry of Defense's Information Center. I would like to emphasize that the capability we are trying to build and weaponize, it's still far from its potential, but I believe we have directed our efforts in the right direction. The Information Center currently stands as the only structure of its kind in Bulgaria, consolidating all modern information channels, television, newspaper, websites, and social platform. Can we see the video? So we have technical issue, but we can continue. Okay. So what we are doing. The Ministry of Defense Information Center can play a critical role in informing the public about national security issues by offering clear and accurate information on Bulgaria's alliances and defense strategies. The center provides a counter-narrative to disinformation. The center serves as a fact-checking authority on security topics, swiftly addressing any misinformation that might mislead the public. Through real-time monitoring of online disinformation, the Information Center seeks to identify emerging narratives and address them before they spread widely. This proactive approach is essential in protecting public perception. For example, if a false information about NATO's presence in Bulgaria appears online, the Center can release factual statements, videos, and infographics to dispel such claims. Public outreach and education. The Center engages in regular outreach media appearances, online campaigns, and public seminars to strengthen the trust in Bulgarian defense institutions and educate the public on identifying disinformation. Such initiatives foster a culture of informed citizens, reducing the long-term impact of disinformation. Over the past few years, the Information Center has undergone a transit to a better align with the Ministry of Defense communication strategy, focusing on 4 priorities. Before continue, I should give credit to my colleagues, few of them who are here, and to my preceding Director of Information Center, who started this reform and who started and tried to weaponize the Information Center with strategy and focusing on the right priorities. The first one is raising Army prestige. Our information policy aims to reach the broadest possible audience, emphasizing military service as a matter of honor and prestige. The second priority of our communications efforts are to put focus on Army modernization. Through our media platforms, we communicate the significant advance in the modernizations of the armed forces in the recent years. The third priority is the war in Ukraine. We follow the Ministry and the government's policy that Bulgaria remains in solidarity with Ukraine, supporting its legitimate efforts to oppose Russian aggression. Our information policy aligns with the broader security policy of the EU and NATO, committed to protecting its citizens. Combating disinformation and fake news. This is our fourth priority. Through our information policy, we address Russia's ongoing hybrid actions that seek influence to Bulgarians' sovereign decision-making. The Information Center's departments work actively on these priorities, producing documentaries, news reports, analyzes in-depth articles and content for both the Bulgarian Army newspaper and our electronic and social platforms, ensuring broad outreach to our audience. We have 2 analytical departments, monitoring and planning, that guide our information policy, which is implemented by the production department. This includes military TV channel, Army media websites, Bulgarian Army newspaper, along with the profiles on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. That was our priorities. Military TV channel. It's launched on January 7th, 2003. It transitioned to 24 hours programming from Sofia in 2004, 20 years ago. With distribution via satellite and over 70 cable operators, military TV channel reached over 100 countries, establishing itself as a leader in the Ministry information policy on security and defense. The channel produces approximately 60 educational documentaries annually, focusing on military careers and promoting a broad program for public interest, including European films and educational series. Bulgarian newspaper is the oldest military newspaper in Europe. The Bulgarian Army Weekly has been in publication since 1892, continuing a legacy of informative military journalism. Distributed every Friday, it is also available for free online at armymedia.bg. After my panel, I will leave some newspapers because from today's edition. Armymedia.bg, it's a recently redesigned website, and it provides photo, video content prioritized for defense and security news. It includes separate section for national and international military news and features of PDF version of Bulgarian Army newspaper. All three channels have a section that is focused on fact-checking and countering disinformation. It is called Disinforadar. On social platforms, our newest component, social media profiles on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok allow us to reach diverse audience. Especially, it is very important for us to attract younger viewers with TikTok and with Facebook to provide more analytical material for an older audience. By broadening our social media presence, we aim to attract people of active age to the Army, presenting it as a viable career path. Finally, I'm pleased to announce that the armymedia.bg have a mobile app that has been active from a month now. I encourage you to download it and to share your feedback with us. Thank you.